So we're going to demonstrate the dip variation. So now there's a whole bunch of different ways you can do dips, so we're going to show all of them that we typically do, even some scales, and talk about them. So this first one is going to be a ring dip, and this is typically the hardest because the rings are unstable. We'd like to have them about this far apart, so from your elbow to your fist. From here, I'm just going to go ahead and jump up into what we call our front support. I'm going to go ahead and lower myself until like my biceps touch the top of the rings. I'm going to press all the way back up. So that is a ring dip. Next, we have a bar, and we're going to do something very similar with this. I want it high enough that you can't just press from there, so you might have to step into it just a little bit. I can cross my legs if I want to. I'm going to drop down and back up. That one's a little harder to standardize because you're not going to bring your elbow, or your shoulder rather, all the way down to here. But I want to make sure that elbow gets behind you, getting a little bit of a stretch in that pec and those triceps, and you should feel it as you press. Now, the bar dip's kind of nice because you can add a band for assistance. So if you want, what we can do is we can take this, we can cross it over and hang on to it, put one knee in, and that will be my assistance. So that is another option. Otherwise, we can also use a bench. So for the bench, I'm going to have you go ahead and sit on it, put both hands down here, walk your feet out, try to keep your torso nice and upright, slide your back pretty much down the bench, and press back up. Now those elbows are pointing out back behind me, and I can use my legs as much as I feel like I need to, but I'm nice and upright in that position. Last one is a box dip. So I have two boxes set up here. I'm going to have them far enough apart that I can get it down in between them, but this one I'm actually going to bring my feet back a little bit, get on my toes, try to stay upright. My torso might dip down a little bit. I'm going to press back up. Just like that. So, as dips are put into your program, find the variation that is as challenging as you need it to be, but hard enough to get a strong strength stimulus.